Hello and welcome to Social Buzz Extra here on Global Television, where we bring you the highlight of trending issues making rounds all around the world. And I am Ogochukwu Mobno. Today we're starting with, national. We are not going abroad today. We are doing national. All right, to be part of this conversation, all you need to know is that you have to watch on DSTV channel 365 or on Star Times channel 276. Or if you're on the go or in the office, you can actually watch via YouTube. It's Global TV NG. Make sure that you subscribe to Global TV NG. Click on the bell like icon. It's going to notify you whenever we come your way. Let's move into the topic of the day properly. Today we're looking at comedian Deeone, who was invited by the police hours after making a video about the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So comedian Deeone has reacted after the Nigerian Police Force Intelligence Department Lagos Annex invited him for questioning hours after he made a video about the fall President Tinubu had during his state visit in Turkey. The president was walking alongside with the Turkish president when he stumbled and fell. The presidency, in a statement released, dismissed any claim that the president suffered a medical scare. In a video released online, Deeone asked the president to go home and rest. He went further to mention the names of past presidents who passed away while in office. He asked that the president to go home, take a rest, and also asked that the ruling party asked the president, which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to go home and rest. He's also called out Sheyi Tinubu, who is the son of the president, to ask his father to rest. In the video that has been trending online, early hours of Wednesday morning, Deeone said he has been invited for questioning by the police and suspects that it may be because of the video he shared about President Tinubu's fall in Turkey. He said he will be honoring the invitation by Monday, February 2nd. Well, I would like us to take a look at the video. So this video, he stated details of the invite by the police, and also we are going to be looking at the other video where the first statement where he made about the president in Turkey. So let's take a look at the video.
Dear Nigerians, the Nigerian police force has invited me, and I'm going to read the content of the letter to you. The Commissioner of Police, the Nigerian Police Force Intelligence Department, FID, Lagos Annex, Kensalem House, Obalende, Lagos, Aderumbi Adedayo, aka Deeone, letter of invitation. This office is conducting an inquiry in which there is a reasonable ground to invite you for a routine interview. Number 2, it is a fact-finding invitation, and you are requested to interview the Commissioner of Police through the OCCIOS team. Venue, FID Annex Office, Kensalem House, Obalende, Lagos. Thanks for your cooperation. Signed, the Commissioner of Police, Force Intelligence Department, Annex, Obalende, Lagos, CP Akaniyeni Ezima, Commissioner of Police, FID, FHQ, Annex, Lagos. Now, to the Inspector General of Police, sir, Mr. Kayode Egbetokun, I saw something strange that happened in Turkey and that involved our president, our dear president, and I aired my view as a normal Nigerian. If it is about my video yesterday, because I've had a lot of calls, a lot of people have said different things. Deeone is cyberbullying. You should have mentioned the president's son. You should have talked about the president. Some people have said, oh, something happened. Somebody involved your name. They want to use you to find somebody. Different things. But if it's about my video yesterday, I do not regret it. And I don't think I have done anything wrong or said anything wrong. I will not apologize if it is about my video yesterday. As a good citizen of Nigeria, on Monday, by God's grace, I'm going to honor this invitation, and I'll be there at Kensalem House, Obalende. I will keep Nigerians posted on everything pertaining to this invitation. Everywhere good, my people. Everywhere good. Deeone here. Shalom. Dear Nigerians, I know that after this video, many of you will insult me, but I will say the truth. General Sani Abacha was our head of state. While he was in office, the #1 man in Nigeria as at that time, we buried him. President Yaradua, while he was in office, we buried him. President Buhari, while he was in office, he was a living corpse. It wasn't long after he left office, we buried him. The first time President Bola Ahmed Tinubu fell at the Eagle Square, they said it was a mistake. That thing was on national television. Today, he has fallen on international media. They are saying again that it is a mistake. Anybody can fall. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you have tried. You are a hero as far as I'm concerned. But please, go and rest. APC, you cannot tell me that you don't have any other person apart from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Please, tell our dear president to go and rest. I know that many of you will insult me. Many of you that are benefiting from this government will insult me, will call me names. Many of you will say that I'm insulting the president. I am not insulting the president. If not because I don't want to call names, I will call on Seyi Tinubu to tell his dad, his father, to go and rest. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has made a name. He has done well for Nigeria. He has made money. Let him take a break and go and rest. APC, look for another person. APC administration, in my own view, has done well. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should go and rest. Everywhere good, my people. Deeone here. Shalom.
All right, that's comedian Deeone there. What a long speech, you know. So first of all, we showed you the, letter sent by the police to him, inviting him over for questioning, of course. But then the major thing there is that there is no there's nowhere that the letter stated that he was invited to be arrested because of what he said concerning the president. So I don't think we should all conclude, just like we talked about it in the morning, don't conclude that, oh, the letter is for arrest because he said something about the president. No, we shouldn't conclude about that. Yes, okay? So, well, we are just going to take a few comments from social media. Let's know what people think about it. But while we're doing that, you can actually drop your thoughts to using as Global TV NG on YouTube. Don't forget that. All right, let's take a bit, a few comments from social media. And the first comments come from Olawale Meina. And Olawale says, we're in a democracy and every citizen has a right to voice their opinion. All right, so there is right to voice your opinion, but, I don't know if there's any right after voicing your opinion. You know what they say, that there's freedom of speech, but freedom after speech is not guaranteed. That's what they say. But at this point, I don't want to think that that's what's going to happen. I think we've passed that stage in Nigeria where you get arrested for saying some kind of things. I'm sure the police are going to take their due process and question if this is the reason why he's been invited for it. So let's not just conclude that he was invited or he's been invited because of what the video he put online. But if that's the reason, then definitely just make sure that just relax, D1. This one is now me telling you, D1, please relax. Everything is going to go as planned. Of course, the police, they are going to take the process, one after the other. So you don't need to start getting scared. I'm sure he's not scared though. He said he's not scared, so no shaking. Everywhere good for D1. All right. So the next comment is from My Africa, and My Africa says, I didn't see anything wrong with what he said. His words are respectful, discreet, and kind. Okay. Yeah, he said, although, the Cyberbullying Act, we don't do that anymore. Like, no more cyberbullying. You are not supposed to bully anyone online. So if the police feel like he violated that act, definitely he is going to face the penalty. But if he didn't, fine. Earlier in the morning, Uyi stated that his intention might be clear, his intention might be genuine, but then he might have stepped or crossed boundaries in maybe one or two speeches, one or two things he said. So we never can rule that out. So yes, we all want our president to be hale and hearty. We all want him to be strong. And I also said earlier in the morning that, you cannot rule out some facts, which is, they put out a message out there, like a press release out there, to say that the president didn't just fall. Come on, we've seen our president work majestically, we've seen him active, we've seen him without aids, working on its own. So on his own, I beg your pardon. So we shouldn't just conclude that he just fell. What must have led to the fall? People don't just fall. He must have slipped, he must have hit his leg somewhere or something. And yes, we saw it out when they said, oh, the president fell because there was like a rod, like an iron rod on his way, and he didn't get to see it that way. Also, it was mentioned that yes, the past president of America, Joe Biden, actually fell flat, and he stood up and went about his business. So what we should be concerned is, what exactly did the president go out there to do? What did he go to Turkey to do? What are the goals and what benefits? We in the money use ROI, return of investment. What benefit will it be for Nigerians, for us, and how can we benefit from that trip instead of looking at flimsy things? We really have a lot in our carts to look out for, and stop picking things that really do not make sense. These things actually draw us back. Let's look out for the big stories, things that we know is going to put us in the front line there as the giant of Africa, and things that we know that is going to help, bring investments into Nigeria. Also, things that we know that is going to build our development and infrastructure, instead of looking at flimsy things. Anybody can fall. I have fallen. You have fallen. A lot of us are fallen. These are people who are hale and hearty, people who are strong and young. We fall down. It happens anywhere. So let's please not focus and pull all our energies on things like that. All right. So the last comment for this topic is coming from Shop Everything One, and Shop Everything says the goal is to instill fear and silence the people. Come on, what is instilling fear? He was invited just like every other person would be invited. That is a polite way. If they wanted to instill fear or shut you up or silence you, I'm sure they would have come to the house and use the word of force. We've known the police to actually do that sometimes. But yes, he was invited, which is polite, and they are working by the rules, they are abiding by the rules. So please, let's not or start rejecting at this point, okay? And let's not even conclude, because it might actually not be the case. Maybe some other thing. Who knows? He's a celebrity comedian, by the way. All right, let's move over to the second topic for today. Man on TikTok has raised a conversation of debate, and everyone is talking about it. All right, I know you want to hear what exactly is this thing. A man named Efome Francis has raised a controversial topic that sparked a debate on social media when he said, if I'm taking care of you as a woman and paying all your bills, I have the right to control you. You cannot stop me from checking your phone, and I won't allow you to wear revealing clothes, the Nigerian man said in trending video on TikTok. So let's take a look at that trending video.
Listen, if I am taking care of you as a woman, paying your bills, making sure that every form of stress in your life is non-existent, I will control you. Men are becoming very soft now. You see a man will have his girl, she'll want to go out, she'll dress sexy, he's showing things that only him is supposed to see. You will tell the girl that I don't want you to dress like this. She will start complaining. I think you're too controlling. You're too insecure. This is a red flag. All this TikTok nonsense is madness. I will check your phone. There's no privacy. If you have nothing to hide, there's nothing to hide. I will tell you I don't want you to be with some certain friends, and you have to abide to it. If you don't want to abide to it, nobody's forcing you to be in the relationship. If you want to be serious, be serious. If you don't want to be serious, leave. All this dancing up and down, that's why these relationships are failing. You have men who are afraid to be men now because you don't want people to judge you. I will control you. You will not dress how you feel as you dress. You will not just go to any place that you feel as to go. You don't have male friends. All this is my bro, this is my this. You even have men now who are accepting girls to still be talking to their ex. He's just my friend. It's impossible for a man to have sex with a woman and they become friends. Friends don't have sex with each other. He's my bro, he's my BFF. Say BFF. You both need to wake up. Stop being ashamed to say what is in your heart. What I'm saying here, many men are thinking it. Some people are just too chicken because you're afraid to lose the woman. I'm not afraid to lose anybody. You are not the price. We are all the price. We both contribute something to the table. High value men don't care about your money. If you like, you make how much. You cannot make money more than me. If you are under me as a female, you want me to be intentional about you. You will be intentional about my principles. It's just the way it is. I can say this on CNN. Men are becoming too careful now to be men. I don't understand. You'll be living with a woman, you don't know the password to her phone. You are there paying bills. You're a madman. You are mad because you don't want to offend her. She will go on social media and drag you. Drag me. What happened to me? How does your dragging affect my capacity to survive on this planet? Man, you need to wake up. There are good girls out there. If a girl is stressing you, call her a good girl. There are still good girls. All these new generation women, it's true. You have the right to fight for your money because our fathers were, let me not say our fathers, the people, men who came before us, they were messing up. But if you have a good man, follow him. Yes. And if you have a good woman, that does not stress you.
So that's Efoma Francis there. Okay. When I saw this video, a lot came to my mind. I said, should I just say something? Should I drop? But I knew that it's going to be a great topic for discuss for all of us, especially the ladies. And this is not me trying to be a feminist or the independent lady or anything. No, this is not me trying to be any of that. So this is my take on this. Before we quickly read comments, definitely we are going to discuss the comments, but let me tell you my take on this. So when I listened to this video, I said, okay, it's good. Normally, I think the Bible has said that a man is going to be a provider. So you are doing your job. I don't like it when it looks like I'm forcing you to do it or you are being compelled to do your job. No, you are doing your job as a provider. That is how it has been from the beginning. So don't start looking at it as, oh, because I'm providing for you, so I have to know it. You are doing your job. I think everybody should know their parts to play in this series of relationship. Yes. Know that as the man, you are the umbrella over this person. Yes, you are to protect, to guide, but let us also know boundaries. Yes. Let us know boundaries and not go beyond it. There's something called privacy. I might not be in the mood all the time to want to smile with you, even as my boyfriend or husband, as my partner. I might not be in the mood all the time to want to laugh. I might not be in the mood all the time for you to say, oh, give me your phone, I want to check something. Even though I'm not hiding anything, there's something called privacy. I might have a chat with my friend that I don't want you to see there. It's not like I'm cheating or something. So I think going through her phone, no, I don't support that. Yes, I can give you my phone anytime. My password, you can have it, but not, oh, come here, I want to check your phone, or bring your phone, I'm checking, or you go through my phone without my permission. Come on, no. This is where this is the part where I say controlling. And you cannot say you have the right to stop her from doing anything. Yes, maybe revealing dresses, of course. Before you dated this person or before you got married to your partner, you should have known the kind of person she was or she is, and you start correcting why you are still dating that person. It is not when you have entered the marriage now you now start saying, don't wear this or don't wear that. So, come on, what if this girl, she likes you before you met her? In fact, as a matter of fact, the day you asked her out, that was what she was wearing. What if that was what she was wearing and you looked at it? Oh, you said, oh, this girl. I like her. I want her to be like this. And yes, now she's like that. You're telling me, oh, she cannot wear. Of course, to be a decent girl, no problem. I like that. I like when, my man said, oh, baby, don't wear this. This one, I think this one is finer. Oh, baby, don't wear this and all of that. Yes, it's a good thing. But please, let's try and know our boundaries. Don't be too controlling. Or else it's elbow. Sorry, I'm not like this all the time, okay? All right, let's take some comments from social media as regards this. And the first comment is coming from Everything Banging Body. And Banging Body says, vice versa, then cool abeg. Otherwise, stop shouting. If you allow me do that thing you want to do to me, I'm fine. That's what Everything Banging Body is saying. If as you are checking my phone and I can check your phone, my dear, don't worry, we are balanced. It's 50-50. But if I cannot check your phone and you want to be checking my phone, you want to be detecting what I'm going to wear or where I'm going to, my dear, that's where the problem is. So as you are telling me, oh baby, sit down today, you are not going to that girls night out today, I say okay, no problem. I sit down as my Lord and personal Savior, Igwe, thank you so much, and I sit down. Then when you are going for some kind of hangout with the boys and I say, baby, please sit down today, I cannot stay alone at night in this house, please sit down. Let's avoid problem. Yes, because marriage or relationship is partnership, is 50-50. Nothing like, oh, this one has more shares. No, we are working together. Okay. All right. The next comment is coming from G Glitz Brand, and G Glitz Brand says his only offense is saying it out. We all know that when a man do 100% of everything for you, he's automatically in charge, not in any abusive kind of way, but it is the fact. Okay. G Glitz Brand agrees to what he said, and which is very good. Your opinion is 100% valid here. She's comfortable. He is comfortable with everything. So yes, your opinion is valid. All right. The next comment is coming from the Joseph Oni, and the Joseph Oni says, this content is not for every lady out there. Of course, it's for the ones without self-worth, the ones who came for the man's money, not the career and virtuous woman of purpose. Even the one who came for the money will not allow you control her like that. It's the money she came for. She did not come for controlling. That is truth. So the one who came for the money, I think those ones are even the adamant ones that are the worst. They won't want you to control them. Yes, they came for money. Yes, they might accept some things. Yes, because maybe they want to get some things. But deep down, my dear, they won't allow that. But yes, like I said, every opinion, every comment here is valid. We'll just talk about a few of them. Okay. All right, let's go into the last topic for today. Missing child found. A woman who kidnapped a missing child. You can imagine. This is a neighbor kidnapped her neighbor's daughter since November 2025. Report carried out that the child went missing in November 2025, and they've since been looking for this child. And guess what? Guess who was looking for this child alongside the parents of this girl? The neighbor. She joined to look for this child. She went out of her way to look for this child. But also it was gathered that she picked this child because she wants to use this child for rituals. How can we explain this? This baby is just barely 4 years old. You picked the child, that's the child at the back of the mother. So you picked the child because you want to use this child for rituals. How do we explain this? This is a neighbor. Growing up, you could tell your neighbor, oh, my children, when they come back from school, they're going to stay in your house. I'm going to the market. I might not come back early. And when I come back, I'm coming to pick them. Growing up, I've slept in my neighbor's house several times, countless times. And my parents come and pick me at night. Or sometimes they even let me sleep overnight. And I wake up in the morning and I'm seeing myself in my neighbor's house. I'm like, why did nobody care to carry me to my house? Yes. Growing up, things like that happen. Growing up, we ate in our neighbor's house and nobody's scared. But right now, I don't think I'll let my neighbor carry my child. Because even your child is not even safe with your brother or your sister most times. We've heard stories of sisters killing their nieces and nephews. We've heard stories of brothers killing their nieces and nephews. We've heard stories of neighbors. And I am asking myself, what happened to those times when you can actually just leave your children in the care of your neighbor, because you told yourself your neighbor is like your sister, your neighbor is like your brother. No longer those days. I remember growing up, honestly, it was all fun. You go out with your neighbors' children and they treat you like they are theirs. You misbehave, your neighbor will beat you. Yes, they will correct you. You know, when they say when you give birth to a child, the community will help you train that child. That's how it was. When you misbehave and your mother is not around, they will beat you. And when your parents come back, they will report that thing you did to your parents, and your parents will beat you for the second time, and they, the neighbor, will come and beg on your behalf. That was how it was. But then it was all fun. We all learned. Honestly, I know somebody will say, oh, that's the millennial age. But come on, can we just go back to that day, those days? Can we all remove evil from our hearts? Because evil has actually taken over the hearts of men. Very, very bad. Well, let's take a look at a few comments from these stories, and let's see what people are saying concerning this. And the first one is coming from Ebichoto. And Ebichoto says, our neighbors used to be our second parents, siblings, family, and everything. What went wrong? How did we get there? That is it. Chai. Exactly my point. My point exactly. Ebichoto said all. So the next comment coming from Tontolo Fabric. And Tontolo Fabric says, to think they sell humans and still live in poverty. That is the bad part. You sell human being, your fellow human being, and guess what? When they're beating these people or torturing them, they're shouting, oh, I'm sorry, oh, it's the devil. So you feel the pain, and then you do that to someone's child. That is very, very bad. Well, will be okay. The last comment is from Fikuna Demi, and this person says, that's code calculation, not impulse. Living so close means constant risk of recognition, yet he went through with it anyways, which shows either extreme confidence or total detachment from consequences. Either way, trust in immediate surroundings just took another hit. That is it. This person just put it in the clear way. Trust in immediate surrounding took another hit. I cannot leave my children with my neighbors. That's just what it is, and it's so bad. Well, it's painful that we are going to be closing the curtains here, even with these stories. But if you're just joining us, do not worry. You can actually watch on YouTube with Global TV NG and be part of the conversation. We'd like to take your thoughts and see what you think about these stories we shared with you today. I am August Mobna, and I'm going to say, thank God it's Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Bye for now.